The world's most exciting combat sport, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, is back for BKFC Fight Night Albuquerque, Friday, February 28th. In the main event, the #1 ranked bantamweight Keith Rockstar Richardson faces a warrior looking to stay on the winning track, Bezad Usmanov. In the co-main event, rising star Harrison the Headhunter Aiken attempts to take out Albuquerque's own Donald Sanchez. Plus many more intense bare knuckle fights. Watch all the action unfold live on the BKFC app. Download it at bkfc.com.
What's up? We are back all the way live from Satellite 5 yet again. Philadelphia on fire, almost literally, because, you know, they're celebrating the streets, and I guess that's how they celebrate here in Philadelphia. They light things on fire, they break things, they act like animals. They're climbing the lighting poles. Big game, big win, so that's why we're all excited with the graphic in the back in NOLA for the Eagles. That was me. I was down there. I have a special guest in here, too. I wasn't going to go right to him, but were you out celebrating the Birds?
I celebrated. I actually went out after the game. I went out with the kids, and it was crazy. It was honestly.
Where'd you go?
It was Havertown on Brookline Boulevard. But,
yeah.
I mean, it was like thousands
Everywhere.
of people there. They were pulling down light stands. They were flipping over cars. They were looting bars, or I was looting bars.
What would have happened if we would have lost?
But
I mean,
listen,
that's how they
I
celebrate.
think all the fans out there want to know, what did you do for those beats?
I'll tell you, I didn't know this when the graphic was being created by the wonderful Vaughn design team. I thought, it'll be funny, put some beads on my neck, I thought that was, you take them off and you give them to women. He said by earning those beads, I had to drop trowel, and that's how I would have gone. I didn't know that.
You did.
I mean, if there's any pictures, send them in. It got kind of crazy. There it is. Thank you for making it bigger. Brandon in the booth today. Thank you for making it bigger, man. Anyway, I wish it could have been bigger when I had to drop trowel. It would have been more impressive. So I'm happy that Dave Feldman's in
What
here.
an asshole.
You hired this asshole. I'm really happy you're here, Dave. It's been, I don't think you were even on. Were you with us last week? You weren't, were you?
Nah.
No, it's been a couple weeks. I'm used to seeing you more. So are the fans. They're excited.
I was traveling. I was in Salt Lake City last week.
What were you doing there?
I had a meeting with the big investor. Went to the Salt Lake, the Utah Jazz game versus the Golden State Warriors.
There you go.
Saw Steph Curry. Man, took a pic with him. He was cool. He liked BKFC.
Oh, he knew
so
about it.
it was pretty cool, and met a very big potential investor. We're going to do some big stuff in Salt Lake.
I love it.
Big stuff now.
It's funny because I'm seeing that more and more. I mean, you run the place, you run the joint, so you should know more than I do. But as we grow, I'm feeling that when I'm wearing my bare knuckle stuff around, more people are stopping me, more people are talking to me about it. And you are seeing more celebrities show up at the events. Do you feel that as well as I do? Like the Steph Curry thing, knowing, like he wouldn't have known us maybe 3 years ago.
Nah, definitely not. No, I mean, a lot of people know about it now. They heard about it. People told them about it. Now they got to watch it, right? And now they got to come to the events live, because that's when I really think this thing just really starts, getting huge legs and just going. When a celebrity, like when Shaq came and then he said, we're the future of combat sports, and then everybody started talking about it, right? If all these different celebrities come and all these different influencers are coming to the fight and telling people about it, that's when it gets huge legs.
Yeah, well, we got some huge legs over the weekend. I mean, I don't know what happened. I clocked out, and I pay attention. I'm watching the event. I love that, so I'm not really clocked out. I'm never clocked out from the company. But then all of a sudden, announcement, and all these great announcements.
I didn't even know we were doing all those announcements. I mean, I knew they were lined up, but I didn't know we were bang. 4 announcements. I mean, actually,
I have another announcement today. I was going to wait till later, but if you want to do it when you're here, we can do it.
I mean,
they'd probably more like to hear you say it than me.
Hey.
Because
you want to drop it now or what?
Let's tease them for a minute. Right. Call your friends and neighbors. Text them. We have a major announcement
event in another
event.
Country.
It's going to be huge, and we're going to be announcing the main events.
Oh, yep,
events. I kind of gave a little tease there. Events.
The main event and the co-main event.
No, different.
2 main events?
Maybe. How are we going to do that? Well, we'll find out in just a little while. Dave, I'm glad you're here. Like I said, they're glad you're here in the chat too, and they're going nuts. King David. There's Camacho calling you King David. Let's see what else we got. Oh, the King of Combat Sports. You love this, right? We didn't even hit your song. We should have a song for you.
Brandon messed up again.
Brandon, Show yourself, Brandon. 1 second. He's going through trying to find it now. There he is. I'm sorry. I apologize. Oh, hell, you're not in the president. You're the king of combat now. We're going to have like a new king song.
Man.
Yeah, the king song. You standing up in there? All right.
Yes, I did.
He said, yes, I did. All right. Now it's official. Now we can get into this the right way. A lot of stuff coming out this weekend. Very excited about it. Me, because I work here and I look forward to it. I know you're excited about it. Let's talk about some of that stuff. I don't want to ask you what was your most favorite announcement because they were all amazing over the weekend. There's so much stuff we have coming up.
No, I'll tell you one of the fights that I'm most excited about.
That's what I was going to ask.
The fight itself was HD versus Luis Palomino. I'm excited about that fight because it's like you got the older guy. I don't mean old guy Luis, but I mean you got the guy that's been around. You got the veteran. You got the guy that's sitting on the throne, and you got the guy that wants to take that, take it from him and sit right there where he's sitting. Yep. And I think that's going to be a fantastic matchup. You got a really confident HD now. You got a never been more confident that I've seen Luis Palomino from talking to him. So, man, I think this is going to be an amazing, amazing fight.
Dude, the baboon's back. He's ready. He's repaired. He was a little beat up before. He's told me he's never felt better.
Yep.
And like you said, you got the young gun HD, and HD's hungry.
He's got a new trainer, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Palomino's got a new trainer. He's training at Boxer Gym. Really one of the hottest gyms
Boxer's great.
In Miami. Awesome gym there. He's training there. HD, like I said, he's just so confident right now. So can't wait for that matchup.
Let's back it up. That's on a Thursday night, too. That's very important to put out there. If you're going to get your tickets, get them now at bkfc.com. They're selling quickly, but a Thursday night, a different night for a show. And I'm excited for that. And we talked about this a little bit off the air the other day. What are your thoughts on the Thursday night show? I think it could be a really good thing for us.
I mean, as far as ticket sales are going right now, I mean, the requests for ticket sales are about the same as they would be for a Friday or a Saturday night show.
Great.
So we're on pace there to kind of do the same amount of ticket sales. I'm really curious to see what's the viewership going to be like. Is it going to spike? I have a feeling it could spike because we're not really competing with a lot more things on a Thursday night, right? On a Friday night, on a Saturday night, we're competing with boxing matches, competing with UFC fights. On a Thursday night, we're kind of really standing alone. Now, are they going to stay up and watch it? It's not that late. It's actually an earlier start, and it ends earlier, but are they going to stay up and watch it? And we'll see. I mean, it's a real great trial for us, and I think that it's going to set the tone for a lot of new things we're going to do. We're pitching a lot of new things to some of these different networks that we're talking to, and a Thursday night, a Sunday night, are things that are off the regular normal beaten path are on the table right now, and we're just going to see what works because we want to own a night, right? We want to own it. We want it just to be okay. That's bare knuckle night.
That'd be great. Now, I mean, you're not a boxing guy or anything, so you probably don't remember Tuesday night fights on USA Network. I mean, that worked. People went to it. They had it at the Blue Horizon here in Philly.
Actually,
I remember those too.
Damon fought on there a couple times.
Did he really?
Yeah, he fought on USA Tuesday night fights.
It's funny. I would never watch if I knew he was on. I'm kidding. I love Damon, man. So that was something that was huge. That was like an institution for a while. In boxing at the Blue Horizon here in Philly, they would run that.
And it was packed, sold out every time.
That's what I'm saying. So
it didn't matter. I think if you because my argument is, look, they go to a basketball game, they go to a hockey game, they go to a concert during the week, they go to everything during the week. So if you give them something that they need to go to, that they want to go to, I think they're going to come out for it.
I agree. And anyone that thinks differently, I disagree, and I think we're going to prove that point. I know we're
Are you going to be there? Are you allowed to work on Thursday nights?
If I'm still employed by the company, that's all up to you, sir. By the way, you're a great boss, and you're one of the kings of combat sports, and I'm just such a fan of you, Dave.
I'm going to give you more beads.
Did you see it? Where the hell were we? Connecticut. I was sitting next to you, and you always mark down notes for yourself to remember who you're going to bonus and stuff. Did you happen to see it was at the bottom of your paper? Because I haven't seen a check yet.
I did not.
I wrote it huge. When you got up, I wrote bonus Soscia.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I cut it off.
Thanks. Anyway, another fight I know you're excited about, as am I, Philadelphia. We're going to come back to Philadelphia March 21st.
Right.
I call it the ECW Arena. It's the 2300 Arena. That's what they call it now.
Right.
And right away, the main event.
So I think we did this one right. I think we did this one right, and we'll announce the main event in just 1 second. But I think we did it right. Like, if we had come to Philadelphia, our hometown, to the arena first, 2300 Arena, it's only about 1,500 people, and then went into Wells Fargo, people would have said, oh, they couldn't do anything in their hometown. But to show that we broke the combat sports record in the city of Philadelphia for ticket sales, and now being able to go back and do this is going to be a very exclusive show. It's
awesome.
only going to be it's either between 12 or 1,500. I have to look at the seating map. All very, very exclusive guests in attendance on this one. Sorry to some of the fans that you're not going to be able to come in, but 1,500 people. Great main event.
Not a bad seat in the place either.
Andrew Angelcourt versus Dustin Pegg. I mean, really looking forward to Dustin's comeback. Was supposed to fight on the Philly card, but his injury, his opponent got hurt. But I mean, I'm just really, really looking forward to doing this kind of show, because if this works, I think this is something actually that could land on that Thursday night a lot more, because it doesn't have to be a huge crowd, but it can be a more exclusive crowd, and that's what we're trying to do here.
So just
to give a perspective on like what it would kind of look like.
Here's that?
Picture.
I don't know where that comes from. We're having a conversation. You just brought it. I mean, come on,
Who's that?
Brandon.
Who is that?
What's your name? Identify yourself.
Brandon.
What's your real name? What's your real name?
What am I this week?
What are you today? I don't know.
What are you,
interrupting Brandon?
Interrupting Brandon. There you go.
We welcome your interruption.
No,
What's
I was
up,
just
man?
going to show
Thank
like
you.
the audience at home who doesn't really kind of know, like that's a picture of a boxing
Right.
event in
Yep.
2300.
Yeah.
So that's what I was saying. There's not a bad seat in the place. I mean, you can see. And here's the thing I was just going to get to. Thank you actually for showing that. I was busting your chops. Wells Fargo Center. It was electric. The crowd was the whole night. Like I said, it was like, it was like the whole night. They didn't quiet down. So at the arena, 2300 Arena, it's a whole different ballgame. If you've never seen a show from there, oh my gosh, dude, it's gonna be loud. It's gonna be nuts. It's a whole different ballgame
From start to finish.
It's crazy.
It's going to be unbelievable.
I can't wait for that. I know you're excited for that too. We have so much stuff that we talked about. I want to talk a little bit about Italy, man. Italy.
We're working on bringing Johnny Canoli back
What, for Philly?
to Philly, yeah.
Oh, Garb, Canoli?
He's going to come up to the office today. We're going to talk about it.
Well, we're going to show Garb a little later on the show. I think you were there. He had a meet and greet, a very successful meet and greet at a place called Chicken Pete's in South Philly the night before the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Everybody was there. I think I saw a couple Eagles there.
You know what I said to a couple fighters were in attendance, and I said, see, just take notes. And I mean it. I meant it respectfully, but you got to work. If you work, it pays off, because the kid made a shitload of money, not necessarily on the purse, but on the ticket sales commission. He killed it because he sold like 800 or 900 tickets.
Sponsors, selling tickets,
man.
marketing
he just did
himself.
it right. And you have to do that. You have to go out and sell yourself. And if you don't have a big fan base, start small. But I mean, if you work towards selling yourself, and you can fight your ass off, and you can create, some hype around you, you're going to get paid.
Yeah, 100%. And I was actually just saying that when we were previewing the video before the show. I was saying to interrupting Brandon, I was saying, listen, this guy's got it figured out, because he came here. He'd never been here. He showed up and showed out at the weigh-in show. That was awesome. I didn't see that one coming. And then he just kept building off that. Then the engagement, he just keeps building. Yeah. So he's very easy to show off, because he's doing it, and we're just spotlighting him. He's great.
He is.
I can't wait to see what he does next. Never been cut in a pro boxing or bare knuckle fight yet. I'm not wishing it on him, but it's got to change a bare knuckle at some point, you would think, right? We'll see.
You see?
Don't get mad at me, Canoli. All right, for saying that. And then I hope he's on the arena card. How it's like this, or how?
No, it'll be on.
All right, good. I'm looking forward to that.
It'll be on.
Let's talk about Italy. Speaking of Canoli, man. Italy, huge bombs being dropped over there for us. That's going to be awesome. You got Lorenzo.
I mean, it's a fight. Honestly,
back.
I didn't know it was going to happen.
I didn't either.
We talked about Camozzi, and then we talked about some other opponents. Lorenzo was on a longer suspension, but he was able to actually get that overturned, because some things that were said weren't exactly there, and the California State Athletic Commission actually worked with him great. They were a great friend to work with, and here he is, Lorenzo Hunt versus Chris Camozzi, a rematch.
Yeah.
I think that they both have a lot to prove now, because Chris Camozzi came off a lackluster performance. I mean, he did good against Lorenzo Hunt. Don't get me wrong. He did good, but he didn't put it all on the line. And he told me he was going to put it all on the line this time. And Lorenzo Hunt, coming off that knockout loss, has to put it all on the line to prove to the fans that he's back. So, I mean, collision course, Florence, Italy, can't be any better.
I'll give you one of these. Because really,
that's what Johnny Canoli was doing at the picture.
Well, yeah, we got that.
you gotta do that.
That's in the video. I saw him doing it. He's got it all figured out. I'm telling you.
Yep.
That's exciting. Our first event in Italy. You ever been to Italy?
No.
Oh, Italy's awesome. Nope. Italy's awesome. I
was supposed to go. We're doing the press conference this Sunday there, and I was supposed to go, but we're actually going to ring the bell on NASDAQ on Tuesday for Triller stock.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, we're going to ring the bell.
You be up there ringing the bell?
Yep.
Ding, ding, ding.
There you go.
That's awesome. That's huge news.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yep.
Now, I understand you can't be at the press conference. I think we have a graphic for it. I know that somebody else is supposed to be at the press conference. I know that Conor McGregor is going to be at the press conference.
Yep.
I know you're going to see some of the top fights at the press conference. And Lorenzo's already a little upset. He was going off on social media about he didn't like the graphic that that he's getting punched in the face. He was upset about that rather than Camozzi being punched in the face. I saw something about that. And then I saw he's excited to silence his doubters. I get excited because I like watching Camozzi anyway and see what the champ does here, right? But then you got Lorenzo. Lorenzo must see TV. This guy's always
I gotta
giving
tell
a
you,
show.
man. Like,
always.
let's talk about Lorenzo Hunt.
Go ahead.
2-5 MMA guy.
Yep.
Wasn't really doing much. Fought for me. Talked to him about how he needs to promote himself a little bit. He did. That was a fight when he fought Joe Pyfer, actually.
Yep.
Then he came around. He started off with us near the beginning of our journey and turned into a superstar. I like really almost everything that Lorenzo Hunt does. I like everything about him. But I got to tell you, because I'm always tell the truth, is on this fight, he is the B-side. Yeah. He's the challenger. He has to prove a point now. He has to prove that the last fight was a fluke. It was something that happened because he moved up to heavyweight. He has to prove something. So he does have to understand that he's on the B side of the promotion on this thing, right? I mean, he really, truly is. But at the end of the day, he's one of our biggest stars. Yep. So it's hard for him to swallow that and say, what are you talking about? But at the end of the day now you got to prove your point. You got to prove your point to Chris Camozzi that you need to take that belt back from him. Yeah, and well, the thing is with Lorenzo, the way he's so driven, I think that it might not be easy to swallow, but Lorenzo enjoys proving people wrong. He does. So this is going to drive him even further. I'm excited to see. Lorenzo's not normally in this position where he's got to prove people wrong. And really one of my favorite guys in the organization, meaning he always promotes the company right, doesn't talk bad about us. And when he does have something bad to say, he says it, right? He doesn't hold back. But at the end of the day he's really trying to make, he knows he's at the end. I don't mean at the end, this isn't the end here, but he's got, a year or two left? Mm-hmm. Some good big fights in the way, hopefully, for him. And this is the speed bump that's in the way. Yeah, and then now is it going to stop him, or is he going to be able to? That's what we're giving our money to see, bro. Yep. That's what everyone's paying to see. Yep. I'm excited about it. I hope I'm sure we're smart enough that we'll find somewhere else in the promotion for him if he decides to wrap it up in a couple years. I mean, he's very beneficial. Camozzi beneficial in a whole other way. So, like I said, we're not used to seeing Lorenzo in this position. It'll be interesting to see how Lorenzo behaves. I think we had it's probably not in the rundown. It's somewhere else, but if you can throw it up, please do, Brandon. He was saying, he put on social media about how he was upset, not really upset, how he loves that people are doubting him. Not that you're doubting him, but what you not doubting him. No, but what you just said is kind of a part that drives him. That's what we were just talking about. He needs to. I know. I feel like that's what makes him go. It's do or die. Look, let's not make any excuses and let's not BS here. It's do or die. This is do or die for Lorenzo Hunt. If he wins this fight, he has a couple more big fights in him. If he loses this fight, his career could be over. It really could be over. And really the same for Chris Camozzi. But Chris Camozzi, represented himself well, promoted himself great, has a big fan base in Denver and really everywhere around the world, including Italy. And I think it's going to be an amazing main event. Now the co-main event on this card is unbelievable too. It's Rico Franco, who everybody saw put up a hell of a performance in his last fight. Looked very, very good in that fight, but just didn't have enough against Austin Trout. Yep. He's taken on what a lot of people from the UK proclaim is the king of bare knuckle fighting. I know all about the king of him. Yep, I've been hearing about him for years. So, I can't wait to see him. Jimmy Sweeney, and that's going to be an amazing co-main event, man. This card is going to be stacked. I can't wait. I'm actually going to go there about 5 days early with my wife and check a few things out, and then stay an extra day or two. So I'm going to give you some advice when you go to Italy. Never eat at a place that has a barker outside trying to get you to come in. No good. Never eat at a place that has pictures of food. That's also no good. There are two things I was told when I went to Italy, and I abided by them, and I ate a lot of good food. Good. The other thing is, you can make fun of me. Actually, you guys did make fun of me. I believe we were at it was like a Christmas party or something. But I was drinking what was called an Aperol Spritz. They drink them in Italy, man. They're good. Have an Aperol Spritz. Nobody's going to know. Just hide it. All right. It's like drinking a Shirley Temple. You got to kind of hide it a little bit. You like Shirley Temples, Dave? I love them. Do you really? Yeah. You got to be. There's some vodka in it, so you sound like a man, right? Yeah, I know. Yeah. All right. So a lot of great stuff coming up. We're excited about all the growth we have. Is there anything else? We'll get to our big show announcement here, the other big show announcement. Is there anything else you want to talk about that maybe I'm not privy to? Because you're always cooking stuff up. Look, we've had we've been privileged enough to get onto the zone, and I know some of the app subscribers don't like it because it's another place where they need to watch the fight. But in order to do these bigger and better fights, we needed to get some rights fees in, and we needed to get that, so we're able to do this to expand the company, and we're going to figure out a way to make that right. We're almost we're pretty close to figuring something out for you guys. Appreciate you guys. You guys did help us get off the ground. I don't turn my back on you guys, but at the end of the day, is we do need to move on to bigger and better things to be able to give the fighters bigger and better things.
Yeah.
Like, you can't, as a fan, you can't say pay the fighter more and then say don't grow.
Yeah.
Like, you have to be able to grow as you're paying the fighter more, and at the same time take care of the fans that were there from day one. So we have to figure that out, and we're pretty close to figuring out that equation right now, and I think everybody's going to be happy.
My thing is, I said this a couple weeks ago talking to you. It's more of an option for fans now. So we hope you come along with everything. We want you to, but you can watch on the app now. We have, by doing this, we have more content that we can put out. So it's actually a good thing.
We have a great meeting with the zone. They're actually coming down to us on Thursday. We're having a big team meeting, and hopefully we come out with a solution where they're not going to have to go many places. They're going to have to go to one place.
Oh, that'd be great,
and,
man.
hopefully that works out for everybody.
All right, keep us updated on that. And now I think if Brandon's ready with his major announcement sound effect, I'm not just going to spring it on him. I got to get him prepared because Evan apparently, I don't know if you know this, they're giving me of the stuff that happens on the show. He had to go to some high-level meetings today or something. I don't know. I don't think you called him. I don't know who it was. But he had corporate Evans at a high-level meeting today. He couldn't make it to the show. He's defending the show. I think he's trying to get a better budget for us or something. Do you have anything to do with that? Is it you?
Yeah, no. Junior.
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 He didn't need the meeting. He said no.
Call Junior.
So let's do our big announcement. So we have a huge two shows announcement. Yep. I'm going to let you take it from here, but let's go. Let's give the big announcement. There it is.
This is our first foray into the Middle East. We're going to Dubai, the Dubai National Tennis Stadium, April 4th and April 5th. April 4th will be Austin Trout will take on Carlos Trinidad Snake. He was the number one contender, and he was obligated to have a mandatory challenge right now. So this is Austin Trout versus Carlos Trinidad Snake. Big puncher in Trinidad Snake. So we're going to see if Trout can withstand that. And Trout's been looking sensational. Transition from World Championship Professional Boxing into bare knuckle. And I'm really, really excited about this, man. This is going to be a great fight.
I think he's the best guy to ever do it, Trout. And Trout.
I mean, what I like about him is he really tries to. He's also a BKFC player.
Yeah,
like, he's a team player.
100%.
Yep.
And that's what I was going to say to you. Trout, he comes with this pedigree. He's one of our world champions now. And the first moment he got here, he told me when I talked to him the first time how much he liked the way we were doing stuff. He's very complimentary, which we love to have people like that, especially if you're a great fighter on the team. Yep. And then we have not only one night, we got night number 2 as well. Another great barn burner for you. Let's show him that as well.
Yeah, we got Kai Stewart taking on Tommy Stridham. Tommy Stridham was just victorious this past weekend. I know some other people might have thought that it would have been somebody else up there, but we have him on the undercard. It's going to be a tremendous stack card. It's just going to be a tremendous main event too, right here. Tommy Stridham looked good in his last fight, just this past Saturday. Yeah. Kai Stewart, what I consider the most evolved bare knuckle fighter, really on the planet, not just with BKFC, but on the planet. Really learned this sport. And, it's going to be great to bring him outside of the United States into Dubai and give people a taste of him, man. And I think he's going to get people to love him over there. 100%.
Love or hate him. Either way, he's polarizing. Doesn't matter to Kai. But the thing is, you said that. Right now, he's the most developed. Remember, 3-4 fights ago, people were, and they still were, even up to the last fight, doubting him. What's this guy doing? I think Kai has proved himself time and time again. I think it's time to stop doubting Kai and just watch to see what he does next.
For sure.
It's going to be great.
And on the undercard on that particular show, we actually have an eliminator fight for that championship. So an eliminator fight will be Dan Chapman taking on Brandon Allen. So a lot of people thought that Brandon Allen should have that the next fight against Kai Stewart, but he's going to end up fighting Dan Chapman, who's a sensational fighter from a different bare knuckle organization, and then made his debut with us in Marbella and looked sensational. So that's going to be an amazing fight, and then the winner is going to give Kai Stewart all he can handle.
What a night, though, presentation-wise. As a fan, you're watching, so you watch the eliminator and the co-main event, so you know either guy that wins that is going against the winner of the main event. So
you have to, as you're building this thing, and what we didn't do a good job at before was tell stories. Like why, what's next, and why is it next? And now we're going to be able to tell that story the same night. Why should this one happen? Why should the winner of this one fight this guy next? We'll tell that story and get people intrigued into watching the next one. And that's what we're going to do here. But I am so pumped. We're going to Dubai, man.
It's going to be awesome.
It's amazing. 2 nights in a row. So what we're going to do there is we're going to do the fights. The fights are going to start at 8 p.m. local time, and they're going to go till about 11 p.m. local time, and then we're going to have a concert each night. Big names, they'll be dropped in the next 2 weeks. That's what our partners in Dubai wanted to do. This isn't, again, a regular thing, but I think when we do these spectacular international events, it just adds a lot of excitement to it. It's going to be an amazing, amazing weekend.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, when we did that in Spain with the rappers, like,
Yep.
I'll be honest with you, I don't know all of them. I knew some of them. I'm not cool, I guess, anymore. I don't know. But it was really cool. What a scene. So I'm excited for that. Did you talk to the people over there about getting me contracted to do my kazoo performance afterwards?
Sure.
All right, I'm going to bring it with me, the kazoo. I'll be ready.
You're good.
He's like, I want to get out of here. Hey, listen, before you go, Eddie Alvarez, we know what happened to him in Philly. We know he had a broken jaw. He suffered a broken jaw. I know, I would guess you still speak to him. I don't know if he has to text you. I don't know while he's talking, but I'll tell you this. I think he was in the chat. Anthony Pagan, who is, I think, going to be fighting on a Philly event. He was a Philly kid. I like him a lot. Met him at the tryouts. He's already training with Eddie. Eddie's already back at the gym as of like a week ago.
I was with him on Saturday. I went up to his gym. We looked at the facility because there's another facility adjacent to where he's at that we might do one of our Underground Series fights, which makes so much sense because I was like, wow, look at this, the Underground King, and we might debut the Underground Series right in that facility there.
That'd be huge. That'd be a game changer too. It's a really good idea.
Huge. Yeah, but I mean,
and he's got a BKFC ring in it, right?
He was in great spirits. He looked good. You know, he sounded good, and
he's running drills. He's
great,
with a
man.
broken jaw.
He's
He's coaching kids in Anthony. I saw him coaching Anthony. So that's a great coach to have, and that's why I love Eddie, because he's a company guy too. He's committed to the product.
Yes.
He's committed to helping young guys succeed. And we love that because
100%.
The youth movement here. So before we get out of here, last thing, you were at the Johnny Canoli meet and greet. We're going to show some footage of that later on. What did you take from that? You talked about it earlier at the top of the show. It was pretty packed. I know some former Eagles were there. I saw Skinny Joey there. He's starting. If you don't know Skinny Joey, you look him up. Joey Morlino, big guy in Philly years ago, still is, I guess. He's starting a cheesesteak thing now. He's on the other side of things. I saw Joey there. I'm probably going to get concrete boots now for talking about that. Although I think I can now, because I think he's gone public that he's changed his life, right?
Yeah.
He told me that when I talked to him.
Yeah, I saw
he's
him
got a
down
podcast
there.
now.
Him and his partner, Little Snuff, who was cool as hell. I
Little
mean,
Snuff.
look, man, it was everybody from South Philly was there. They were supporting Johnny Canoli, Johnny Garb, and he made the most of it. And again, what I said earlier is he loved it. He went up to kids. He was hugging and kissing the kids. He was signing autographs for everybody. What he did, which was very smart, and I encourage all the rest of the fighters to try to do something like this. He actually got a sponsor that paid for the shirts. So he put his name on the front, he put the sponsor name on the back, and he gave them all out. Didn't sell them. Gave them out so everybody could promote his brand for him. That's great. And I thought it just worked out phenomenal.
We're watching something
there
now.
He is. There's the pile of shirts.
And you can see. Well, I tell you, can see him a lot later. But look at, he's back. This is the kind of guy Johnny is too. He's back in the kitchen. He's bringing stuff out.
He's actually a chef.
I know. He told me he does. Does he do baking? I think too. He does all kinds of stuff. I mean, I want this guy to probably cannoli for me. That's what I'd like the best. But look, this shows you, and this isn't just like set up for cameras like some people do. This is South Philly.
Yep.
He's like a god in South Philly. And these people all came out to see him. There you go, Bare Knuckle Koozie. I love it. Everyone was digging. I think you make an appearance here somewhere. Where are you?
There you are.
There you go. And the sponsor, like, look, there's the pile of shirts. Everybody was wearing a Johnny Canoli shirt. I don't think one person in Chicky and Pete's by the end of the night didn't. And they were all jazzed up because the Eagles were playing the next day. So what was that scene like? Everyone drinking, just having a good time?
It was great, man. Everybody was out there having a great time. Everybody's in a great mood. There's some bare knuckle swag that we were giving away. It was phenomenal, man. And he did, like I said, he did a great job. And I think his fans can't wait to see him come back.
I can't wait to see him come back either. I'm looking forward to seeing him at the 2300 Arena. Dave, as this plays us out, I'm going to get ready to play you out because I think you're done, right?
I'm out.
Important meetings.
I'm out.
Hey, I want to say something. Thank you. I know you're a very busy individual, so thank you for taking the time with us, Dave. I know how much you like when I say that.
Hey, guys, really, again, thank you, guys, and we're going to have some good news for you soon. I'm going to be announcing a one of the biggest fight that we've ever done. It's going to take place in May or June. I'm going to be announcing that hopefully next week, but we're working on tying up all the loose ends for that. Now, I'm going to have the world's baddest man officially ready to go for an announcement next week so everybody can can sit on the edge of your seats about that one too. That's going to be a great announcement too.
Bombshell. I'm on the edge of my seat. I didn't even know you were going to say that.
You're not going to be the hype man for that one.
What, with the $25 million one?
Yeah.
Well, you're going to get another $25 million to pay me to be the hype man. That's the problem.
I got to pay someone more.
Goodbye. All right, Dave Feldman. Thank you for throwing his headgear
Sorry,
around.
guys.
That's okay, man. You paid for it, bro. Throw it around. Kick the mic. David Feldman. There he goes. The president, the founder, BKFC, man. Love when Dave stops by. I know you guys enjoy it too. I see Anthony Pagan here in the chat saying that Eddie Alvarez is officially in his corner for the fight. That'll be great. Crazy Clown saying BKFC rules. Everyone's enjoying themselves. A lot more to enjoy with the show. I think Dave's headed into some high-level meetings. He was saying that before the show, so I'm glad he did take some time with us. Let's get back to the rundown, because whenever Dave's on, whenever the prez comes, it's always pretty fluid. I guess, Brandon, you're there, right? Hello.
I am here.
Well, you sound more peppy, because before we went on the air, you're like, oh, don't bother with me today.
Well, it's all good. We're all good.
He had his coffee. All right, well.
Yeah. Where was my coffee this morning? You didn't bring me nothing.
You talk to me like I'm your bitch?
No.
That's how you're talking to me.
No. Like, I'll bring you a coffee. You bring me a coffee.
You've never brought me a coffee since we started. You're full of shit.
Because it's a fight for my life to get here.
I know. You come in all early. He comes. Look, we rip on Brandon, but he's amazing. He comes in a little earlier than we do. I get here after him, and then Evan usually gets here last because he's dealing with corporate mumbo jumbo and having to speak the corporate language that we don't like here. And I usually will bring a coffee and say thank you. I really will. We did not do that this time.
It's all good. I'm just
Sorry,
kidding,
my friend.
So
yeah, it was a fight for me, dude. I was up in the middle of the night last night, all night. It was crazy, dude. When you have kids, it's a whole other ball game. All right, let's. I guess we did the announcement already. We went saw the order. Let's see what we have. Let's move to. Let's get to the mail call. Let's do that. You ready for the mail call? Here we go. Time for the mail call.
It's time for mail call.
See how I bought you some time and you got that.
you
going.
threw me off.
I know
because you didn't say mail bag.
I stopped. Evan likes when I say mail bag, but since he's not here, I didn't say it.
Oh well, I was waiting for that cue. That's
All
why.
right. Well, the mail bag. Well, it's stupid when I said it's time for the mail call because then the guy yells it too. We got to work on that. We have a lot of stuff we're going to work on the show, like being a better show for you. We enjoy being here. Send your stuff into the Bare Knuckle Show at gmail.com. The Bare Knuckle Show at gmail.com. I wish you could see what I'm staring at right now. It's like ADD Central. I have a Billboard Matt guy has a picture. I don't know how this got into the studio. It's like a picture of David Feldman. It looks like he's 10 years old. Let's show this. Do you want me to get up or can you grab that for me, Brandon? Do you see what I'm saying right there? I didn't see that when he's in here. I've been staring at that like the whole day. Hold on. Look at this. Look at Dave from our buddy Tommy Billboard Mats. Look at Dave. He looks like he's 10. Is that even Dave? Who is that guy?
That's 2018, Dave.
That's the funny.
2019, Dave.
This was BKFC Fight Night Montana. What was it? It doesn't have the date on it.
That's 2021.
So this is, oh my God, we all look so much different. There he is, the president, the founder.
It's a tough racket.
It sure is. It sure is, man. Anyway, let's get back to the mail call, the mail bag, because I know you like mail bags. I like to call it that. Let's see. Okay, the first thing, this is great. I want to congratulate someone on a birth in the bare knuckle community. This doesn't happen every day, so let's show what I'm talking about, and congratulations, we have a birth in the bare knuckle community. Come on, push. There we go. Push, breathe, Lamaze class. Let's go. Oh my gosh. Hey, look at that. He's got a pacifier.
Man, I'm telling y'all, man, March 27th, a star gonna be reborn. Revenge tour, baby. I'm back, baby. And guess what? I ain't trying to scare my food away. But hey, if he play, he gonna lay.
Yo, can I just tell you, I'm a big fan of Rambo Russo, man. I'm a huge fan of Russo.
What the fuck?
Yeah, he's so great. Like, that was creative. That was funny. He's always, I don't know if he's trying to be funny or it's just his personality. He's always great. I always look forward to his content. I can say this is going to throw you for a loop, but I have to talk about it right now. You know where I'm headed, Brandon? About Rambo Russo?
I have no idea.
You don't know where I'm headed about Rambo Russo?
What about him?
All right, well, we have some signings we're going to be announcing today.
Yes.
And one of them is none other than Matt Russo, Rambo Russo. You know him well. Let's put that up. Let's show it off. I know it's kind of a, let's do, we'll reset. There you go.
What the fuck?
Matt Russo, Rambo Russo, whatever you want to call him. I'm just excited that we have a signing with him. And, you know, Russo's been around for a while. Like I said, I'm excited to watch him kind of grow more with the product and to see what he's going to offer. But Russo, welcome to the multi-fight deal. I know you'll be fighting coming up, from what I understand. It sounds like in Hollywood. I can't wait to see what happens with you. I can't wait to see what you're going to add to Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. But you've been on a tear, so welcome back. I don't know what I say, but I'm excited to have you in a multi-fight deal. Let's see. What are you laughing at?
Every time I put that picture back up on the screen behind you.
Oh, that's I do. They put that up.
Your
on a
face
meme
is just so big. It's just.
I know it scares the shit out of me. I look to the side. I'm nervous. I don't know. That scares me. I didn't realize. Did I say this at the top? Yeah, I did. Top of the show. What you have to do as a guy to get the beads. I didn't know that. So I learned quick. I guess I don't know. All right. Let's see. Let's see what else we have here. I'm all out of sorts because Dave comes in and just wrecks it in a good way.
Do you want me to drive the show?
No. I mean, you can if you want, if it's easier for you. I'm trying to find. I had all these beautiful notes about our new signings, and I don't know where they went. Because
we're going new signings.
Well, no, not yet.
We'll
Our stupid printer, our stupid printer never seems to work. So I can never print it out anymore, and I got to do it off of here, and I hate doing.
I think that printer. I think we should do another
you put your
execution on it.
You put your sombrero on, and we can smash it again. I wouldn't mind doing that.
Get the baseball bats. Let's go.
I wouldn't mind doing it. Let's do it. All right. Well, we'll get back to signings in a bit. Let's see what we have next. Oh, no, we have to talk about signings as well because another multi-fight deal. You saw this guy. Dave was talking about him earlier, and you saw him this past weekend. And as you just heard in another major announcement, you're going to see him against Kai Stewart. Ladies and gentlemen, multi-fight deal. Let's throw him up there. Do you know who that is? There you go. Tommy Stridham. There he is. Excited to have you as part of the team. Multi-fight deal for Tommy. Going to see where it goes. Like I said, great fight. He's been with us for a little while, but we're going to see him do more. I can't wait to see what happens with Tommy. Again, taking on Kai Stewart. We just announced that in the main event for a world title. That'll be amazing. So congratulations. Welcome to the club, Tommy. We'll get back to more signings in just a little bit, but the reason
we might as well, since it's on the same event, or not event, but events, we'll talk about the other one too.
We have two more.
Yeah,
I don't know where the hell they went on my rundown. Hold on.
Well, we have one. We have one that we can save for the end.
That's the one.
And
I
then
want to
another
say.
one.
I know. Just put the other one up. I know who it is. I just don't remember. Oh yes,
he is
Carlos.
Fighting upcoming this April, and officially with a multi-fight deal is drumroll.
Carlos Trinidad Snake. How did I forget about that guy? Yeah. That's going to be awesome. Him and, like we said, Austin Trout. That's going to be another fun fight. This is it, man. Another multi-fight signing. These are the guys, too, that have helped us. Some of them, like Carlos, has been around for a long time. So I'm proud that we're able to give him a multi-fight deal and keep him around because I always enjoy his fights. We'll have one more signing, someone that's new to the fight club, the Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. We'll get to her a little later. Ooh, dropped a hint. It's a female, too. You know what's going to happen, though? I'm going to lose my mind after the show, and I'm going to have the notes, and I'm going to find them after the show that I had for each one of these fighters. Well, there's a piece of the note. Well, that sucks. All right. I must have deleted it before the show in the chaos. Well, the reason I bring up Tommy Stridham, the reason we're talking about him 4-0, you know that, under the BKFC banner. He's had some great fights for us, undefeated. And I think he had another dominant victory. Was it John Spencer, I think, this weekend? But bigger than that victory, I think the victory of the man's luggage. He's traveling in style. Have you seen Tommy's luggage? Look at that. Why don't we have BKFC luggage? We'd never lose it on a plane. Do you have BKFC luggage? I don't.
No, but I would gladly take some.
I know, but then the thing is, I mean, I'm not saying this about him, but you see BKFC luggage, you're going to get stopped at customs. They're going to go, there's no, especially your bag, there's no telling what they find in that bag.
A lot of cables, a lot of just like random stuff to get a show done.
Yeah, that's it. I'm sure. Okay, yeah. There's other stuff you need to get shows done too, like a stiff drink. I mean, I'm not accusing you of anything. Look, you're not even laughing. Wow, you are serious today.
No, I just got like a random text.
What does it say? Read it live.
I turned it on 3 minutes ago. That's
turned what on? Ask him what.
It's from Jalen. Our lighting,
Jalen Hurts.
Lighting. Yeah, yeah, it is.
All right.
He's a fan of Broke It Brandon or interrupting Brandon.
Whatever your name
Whatever
is.
I am.
Tired
today.
Brandon. Non-coffee having Brandon. All right, let's see what else we have here. Okay. Oh, Wesley Killeagle. He's a guy from Montana. He checks in a lot. He's always here on the show. He's here today. And Wesley's always watching Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. I think that Kill Eagle could be like one of our biggest fans, no matter where he is. Last week, I think he was at a girls' basketball game for the kids. This week, he's at a wrestling meet, and he's watching. Look, here it is. He emailed this in. No matter what, still supporting the kids, but watching Bare Knuckle. I've seen this guy where he works. They have I think it's where he works. They have like a booth. He's turned it on there before. He's put it on projection screens. This guy is always spreading the gospel of Bare Knuckle, Wesley Kill Eagle, and we appreciate him being so committed to people that need to be committed, like myself. We appreciate that. Thank you for sending that, Wesley. Another guy from Montana, this got sent, and this was interesting. If anybody's wondering what King Kai does for conditioning, we know what we found out about him. We were just talking to Dave about how he's really been one of the most positively developed BKFC fighters, and he continues to. But let's look at what he does for conditioning. This is interesting.
Here it is, 30 seconds inside King Kai Strength and Conditioning. It's trap bar high pulls, working on explosiveness of the lower extremities. Then we tuck in things like overhead stabilization with lifts like the Turkish get-ups. Great to increase your punching power. We're gonna add something like a band-resisted bench press and then follow it up with something explosive like a slam ball punch. Add these to your workout and watch your punching power go through the roof. Enjoy. Here it is.
There it is. There you go. If you want punching power, go through the roof. There you go. I think it's interesting to see what some of these fighters do to prepare. I'd love to hear what you think about it in the chat. Thank you for that. Let's see who else. Oh, this is good. We have a guy, what's his name? Renard. Renard from Garland, Texas, it says. In parentheses, he has about an hour from Bug Tussle, Texas. That's a real place? Bug, do you know that?
I haven't heard of it. What is it?
Yeah, he's putting in like Garland, Texas. I feel like I might have heard of that.
Garland, Texas?
Yeah, he's saying it's like an hour away from Bug Tussle, Texas, which I've never heard of. But if Bug Tussle,
I've heard of Garland.
Dude, can you look that up real quick and see if Bug Tussle, Texas is a real place? Because if it is, that's my new favorite town.
It is.
It is? What's a population like 3?
I don't know. I'm about to.
Bug Tussle, Texas. Look it up while we're going here. So I don't know why. I guess it's just a cool place to be from.
Yeah, it's old. That's like old time. What are those? The Hells Angels right there?
Where?
Those guys.
Oh, they're friends. Bug Tussle, it really is a real
it's
place.
like the old.
Click on
like
Wikipedia.
50s.
I want to see how many people are there, and I want to see like about it. What's the population? Does it say? 15.
15
people. Oh, dude, I want to live in
You're
Bug
right.
Tussle, Texas. That's awesome.
Is that where Jake's from?
I don't know. Jake is in Texas, our guy that controls this stuff in the background. It is true. Jake, you'll have to let us know. Anyway, the guy from near Bug Tussle, Texas, Garland, Texas, says, I know y'all got some of the top docs in the game. They always making sure the sport stays safe. Just thought this might be useful for your medical team in case they ever come across something like this and they need to recognize the signs. I'll check that out. That'd be very helpful.
Oh my God, sir, what's wrong? What's wrong? Are you okay?
I need some pussy!
Oh my God, sir, what's wrong? What's wrong? Are you
Renard's an idiot. I love that. Did you see that coming? I thought he was going to give us something like the dilation of pupils or something.
I had an inkling it was going to be something.
He set me up.
Dirty.
Oh my God. That was actually really funny.
Was that Randy?
No, that was that.
No, I mean, is that Randy in the video?
It probably could be. That's probably how he shakes. But that was Renard from Garland, Texas. Thank you for that. That was actually really good. All right. Speaking of Randy the Pervert's here. Not much written today. He did send a picture in, though. He sent a picture, and it looks like it's Britton Hart, who I'm looking forward to her next fight. Okay. He sent Britton's posing. This makes sense. I don't get what he wrote, though. Is there another picture there? Oh. He put, hey, guys, and hello, kitty. But shouldn't the kitty be on the front? I think I know what he's messing around. I get what he's trying to do wordplay. Anyway, that was Randy. Stop reaching, bro. But thank you for sending the content. There it is. If you love Britton Hart, if you love Hello Kitty, we covered everything there. Thank you for that, Randy. We didn't do the giggity today. He's probably getting mad at us.
Oh, yeah.
I know. That kind of came out of nowhere.
Oh, man.
Giggity.
There you go. That's for you, Randy. Brandon, we keep thinking it's Camacho, and I think some other people are going that way too. The kid that came in the studio, sometimes he's in the chat. And
he's always lurking.
He is, but it's like as soon as we accused him, I noticed Randy the Pervert. Whenever he would be near the show, Randy the Pervert would never write in, which you blew your cover that way. But now I've noticed that he's starting to write in whoever Randy is, if it is a real person, a little less. I'd like Randy to try to call in one week. That'd be awesome if we could do that. I want to prove this is not Camacho, because I have a feeling if this is a real person, Randy, because I mean, I have followed your story. I think you were in Florida, then you moved somewhere. You said one time, I just want to talk to you. I'm afraid to even bring him on. What do you say?
At this point, I think we have to. I mean, we keep talking about this guy. He keeps sending us stuff. It's like he's part of the Bare Knuckle Show family. The
dysfunctional Bare Knuckle Show family. But the thing is, like, he comes on here, man. Big Little Ben saying it's Camacho like 100,000%. He comes on here. I'm almost afraid to meet this guy. It's like meeting one of your heroes. You know what I mean? He's letting you down a little bit. Maybe he wants to stay lurk in the shadows. I know, Randy. Listen, I'm fine with email, but if you could ever come on, that'd be great too. Let's try to figure that out. I'll shoot you an email, hopefully after the show. All right, let's see what else we have here. This is from Russ, BK Extreme fan Russ. He said, "Hire this trainer and you will win every fight." Did I not send you that? Okay, I did.
One. They calling Daniel for. You're low kicking with your hands down. What do you think your opponent's gonna do? He's a puncher. I ain't fighting next week. You are. So put your work into the. Let's go. Get your hands up. Let's go. I ain't fucking around with you. Again. Stop waiting. That's over there. Find it. Get up. Get up. Don't let it fall like so. Get up. We ain't getting no fucking sympathy. Go. Don't give me no theatrics.
You know, that's how we're probably not supposed to say that, but like this is when we're at work and we don't get our jobs done. That's kind of how Dave treats us. Did he ever give you a liver shot?
I don't know. No, I don't think so.
Well, he has given me a liver shot.
I get shots all the time, but it's not because I'm not doing my work. It's just
because
I'm there. I'm walking in. And then it's like, hey, what's up? What's up? And it's like,
We say it all the time, my man. And you get punched in the stomach. And you're like, oh, man. Oh, all right. So let's see what else we have here. We have, KMS.
Fun fact, there's also a Big Tussle, Alabama. I just saw that.
What?
So, Big Tussle, Texas. There's also Big Tussle, Alabama.
No, it was Bug Tussle.
Bug Tussle.
Did they look up how they came up with that name? Now you drew me back into that. Can you? Why would they call it Bug Tussle?
I'll read and let you know. You keep going.
Let me know if you find anything out. Yeah. So, all right, let's talk about KMS. I never know if it's records or records. Please be clear with me, man. I don't want to say it wrong. You send this in. You always send great content. He sent this in. It's a FedEx. It's a FedEx video. He wants us to look at. He has a question. He says after the video, I'll read the question. Go ahead. That's awesome. So I will watch it again.
Yeah.
So you're a dog owner. I know that, Brandon.
Yep.
Have you ever, here's the question. Have you guys ever been attacked by anything, dogs? I've been attacked. I can tell you this. I stepped on a bee's nest when I was younger. I got stung like 13 times. It was like 13 times. It was like my girl
that's
all over
like
again.
my nightmare.
Oh, it was terrible. I was going
Christ.
like this. I had stings under my arm everywhere.
I can't handle bees or flying bugs. That's why I hate summertime.
And then the other thing is I got attacked by a dog. Cutman G, Eddie was with me. When I lost my phone in Miami, we had to go down to some shady part of Florida and meet up with like a drug dealer who was my Uber driver to give the phone back. And his dog jumped. I think I showed it on the show. He jumped on me and like scraped.
Oh yeah, you did show that,
dude. It was crazy.
Yeah.
I love dogs. I know you're a dog guy. I mean, did dogs ever attack you? Do they smell your dog?
I've never been attacked, but I have. We went to a dog park. This was years ago, 10 years ago probably, with our dog at the time, and another dog that was off leash ran. Once he saw us, ran straight up to us, and then like aggressively came up to our dog, and then they kind of got into it a little bit. But I've never been attacked. I've taken a bite from like a canine.
The canine wearing the suit?
Yeah. I'll have to find that footage.
Oh, I'd love to see you.
I'll have to find that footage.
Dude, do it again without a
if I
suit.
can pull
Refilm
it
it. I'd love to watch that. You just get mauled.
I'm sure I could find it, so just bear with
well,
me.
you got a lot going on back there in the booth. All I know is you're not showing yourself. I don't know why. I'm getting freaked out talking to myself.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right.
We got the
great.
OG in here.
Great. Now he's in here.
Back.
Oh, you never know what's going to happen.
Actually, now that I'm here, I wanted to say that video of you, I'm sorry, the video of the FedEx guy falling reminded me of you in your post-fight interview during the
good job,
Lorenzo Hunt Joe Riggs.
Oh, the Lorenzo Hunt Joe Riggs.
Yeah, Hector, that was it.
No, it was but Joe Riggs yelled. It was Joe Riggs, Hector. Lorenzo jumped in the ring. I'm there getting ready to do the interview, and then I didn't want to call it one of shrapnels. The fist started flying, so I jump away, and you can hear Joe say, if you go and examine that for the newer fans, you can hear Joe Riggs go, "What are you running away for?" And I'm like, "Because I don't want to get killed."
Yeah, basically, anytime you did an in-person interview with somebody,
I would get beat up.
That's what there we go.
Put the sound on.
Replay. See if we get slow motion Brian.
There I am. Watch me get right away. Oh, Jesus.
That's where that's from.
That's the, and then what you didn't see was and you probably heard it, was our director, our multi-time Emmy Award winning, I think Oscar, he's won everything. Jonathan Evans, he was in my ear saying, "Stay in the ring." And I'm trying to get out of there. He's like, "Stay in the ring, stay in the ring." I'm like, "Ah!" And I was new here, so I didn't know what to do. Oh, that was good times. Thanks for reminding me of that. I do remember that, the guy falling down. So you've never really been attacked by a dog except the canine suit. We've reviewed that we'd like to see you get bit not in a canine suit. Junior, you're here. You're a dog guy too. You ever been attacked by a dog?
I've never been attacked, no.
You been attacked by anything?
My father.
I think everyone who's worked here has been attacked by him. You're his son. Let me ask you that. I'm putting you on Front Street here. Before you walked in, we were talking about working here, how we just get beat up all the time. You get hit with shots. That goes for you. You'll throw some shots too. It's just what you guys do since I've known you. Yep. But being a kid around that, I'm not saying he took you in the woodshed and beat the shit out of you. I know he didn't do that.
So when I was a kid, we had this friend, right? And this was a family friend, nice guy, did some ring announcing for us and stuff like that with some of our earlier on shows. He came over to my house one time, and he thought it'd be funny to try to act like he was breaking in the house. Little did we know, he was actually broke the door jamb and the entire door fell. The funniest part about that story is that friend's name was Brian Soscia.
I thought I kind of was half listening. Yes, we thought, I believe it's when social media was newer, and we thought how fun it would be to watch Dave, you were young. You were a kid.
Yeah.
Stopping an assailant from breaking into their house. So they filmed it, and they said, just shoulder the door, and we'll kind of work it. It'll look funny, and we'll, see what happens. Social media was brand new. We didn't know it. But
social media.
Yeah, at that time. These phones didn't even exist. And it was like a flip phone we filmed. I wish we still had that. And
on my old Android.
Is that what it was? I shouldered the door one time, and the whole door jammed. All I thought was, I thought Dave's wife is going to kill me. And I don't know if she ever found out, but yeah, that was rough. The whole door fell.
Good times.
Yeah,
that's when I used to get beat up when Social would come over my house and throw me through tables and chairs and everything else.
I remember one time you're downstairs watching the Phillies, and you're on your computer, and your dad's like, "Hey, let's go see what Dave's doing. Let's go just rush him and beat him up." And we both just ran down the stairs and just attacked you out of nowhere.
And the abuse has continued into my professional life.
But how are you so normal? How are you so normal? All we did was mess with you.
There's a reason I don't talk to anybody.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And now you just mess with me. Now you're my boss. How did all this happen? What's going on?
Yeah,
anyway, you're very instrumental, as Brandon is. We joke around a lot, but you are. Let's get back to, this is cool, and I'm glad you're here to see this. This is levels up. So Sunday, my wife sends me to the supermarket on Sunday, which I said, Gina, you out of your mind? It's a Super Bowl. Oh, you'll be fine. Whatever. I went, and I was not fine. It was packed. But my son, I have him, and we're going down the aisle, and he starts going, Daddy, it's your company. It's your belt. I'm like, huh? And he's like, Bare Knuckle. I said, what are you talking about? And I look, and we see this. I taped it. This is in a giant food store, which is a pretty big food store around here. Martin's, I think Martin's owns them. If you're familiar with Martin's, it's a good song too. Never would ever everywhere and everything. It's a great song. But that was really cool to see that as I'm walking through the supermarket. That's another level up. And if you're a fan, you should be proud of that too, because that's going to be displayed in a lot of places. BKFC, what's this? Jonathan must be watching.
He texted me too.
Man, that guy.
He texted me too.
Yeah, is Junior's not here?
He's right here.
Yeah.
Did
our award-winning director just texted me.
Did Junior get a text?
I don't know.
Yeah, he said you're not normal.
Doesn't make any difference to me. That's.
He wanted the message to pop up like on the screen. Oh, no, we don't have that kind of budget, Jonathan. Sorry.
Yeah. So I mean, we give it all to the broadcast. We want the broadcast to be good. No, Jonathan's talking like we're Emmy Award winning.
And
Jonathan's our director.
I don't know if I can. Probably can't show it because it's kind of behind the scenes stuff. But we had his recording of his comm during Knuckle Mania.
You did?
And I married it to like the show. It's pretty cool.
Oh man, I would.
How'd you get the recording of that?
Oh, that's awesome.
Young.
That's awesome. In the future,
I'll have to show you it. It's pretty. It's pretty.
Yeah. Why would you just out Jan like that?
He knew about it. He knew about it.
Right.
We talked about it in Mohegan Sun.
Okay. Well, I think Junior does have the cutest dog. Somebody said. Oh. In the chat, about someone named Jalen Hurts. Jalen somebody.
It's Jalen,
and I know who it is. And we're going really inside here. So Jalen sets everything up just so they know. She sets things up. Now they'll be hitting her up. Oh, we need to do interviews with her now. She's not
send her a Zoom link. Let's go.
Right. Speaking of, let's talk about that because we got one other guy we have to talk to in a minute here. We saw the supermarket video that's appearing. Keep your eyes open for a lot. And by the way, if you saw in that video, the cans they were flying. They were selling pretty good. I'm told that Bucked Up, I think Bare Knuckle Punch is one of their top selling, if not the top selling things. So keep buying that. It makes us look good, and I enjoy it too. But that was the Conor McGregor drink. You just keep your eye out for that. I think that's pretty cool. Made me feel good. I actually said to a lady, some random lady's watching me like, oh my God, this is cool. And my son's getting excited. And some older lady kind of walks by and she looks at me and I'm like, I felt like I had to tell her. I'm like, yeah, this is cool. I'm sorry. This is my company. I'm so excited. You know what she did? Nothing. She just kept walking. It's like, who's this jerk off? That's all she did. Anyway, so I'm excited. The other thing we had to get to here was, this is interesting. I want to give a shout out to our heavyweight champion of the world, Big Ben Rothwell, had his gym opening this weekend. Now, we have some footage from that gym opening. I'd like to show you some of that, the ribbon cutting and all. And then I'm going to talk to one of our correspondents that was there. I'm going to try to cold call him, see if he picks up. But let's look at, I believe the first thing is there's a picture. This is him with the mayor. The town is very, very excited about Big Ben's gym coming there. It's a beautiful gym from what I'm told. I'll have our correspondent tell us more in a couple minutes. But I'm really excited about that for Ben. Ben's a great guy. I'm sure it's going to be a great place to learn. He was pumped up about it. Yeah, a little weird with the picture. Sorry about that. But there it is. He's there with the mayor. He's behind it. I believe there's a dude, I could be misquoting this, but you'll see him in the ribbon cutting. He's in a wheelchair. And I don't know if he was the developer or the construction guy, but he had a lot to do with it too. I think it's really cool. Excuse me. Because I think Ben might have faced some challenges when they were setting this gym up. So it's awesome. I'll tell you what, watch the video, and I'll work on getting our correspondent on the line to tell us a little bit about it.
Born and raised in Kenosha, and my wife and I, and proud to be here. Proud to open this newest facility. It really represents a lot for us. It's been a long time coming. I was also happy to bring the heavyweight world title. Woo! 3, 2, 1.
Look at that. Nice sized crowd there too. And I was told, and hopefully we can get this. I'm trying to connect. Let me try to connect with you, Brent. I'm going to try to put this call through the board because I'm tired of doing speakerphone. And there's a way to do this here. We're connected, it says. You good?
Yes.
Right. I'm going to try to call this guy. Hopefully he picks up. Correspondent was there, and I want to find out what he saw. But he was telling me some good stuff via text. Let's see if he picks up. Cold calling, you never know. I don't even hear it ringing. Should I hear it ringing? Turn the pod up. Turn the pod up.
I don't hear it.
Turn the pod up.
It is up.
Do I have to come in there and do it? There you go.
There we go.
Hello.
What's up, Soch?
There he is. Correspondent was there. He drove down to it. The maniac Mike Davis from what's your podcast, Mike?
MMA History Podcast.
MMA History Podcast. So you were the one shooting that video. You were the one down there. You're the one reporting on it, corresponding with me, and I appreciate you sending the pictures in and making the trip down there. What did you gather, Mike, when you were down there? I mean, you were saying how you know it's going to be a successful gym.
All right. So Ben is been fighting locally since he was a junior in high school, within the region. And the guy's literally, he's fought a who's who, an incredible. If you look at his body of work, it's pretty incredible. So he had, when I was there for about the first 2 hours. He had about 500 people while I was there, and they had to have people in the parking lot helping park cars. It was nuts.
Good. I like that. And you're a guy, you have been involved in this game for years, so you've been to so many different gyms. I know when you go out and you promote for us, you help out with us, you're hitting different gyms. So on your, I'll call it gym radar, where you see the success of this gym, the look of it, what is your thought about it?
All right. So in regards to the Midwest, you'd be hard pressed to find a bigger gym in terms of just overall space than his, and the setup. It's it just opened, but it's got the markings of a very, very cutting edge gym. Like he's still adding to it, but it's going to be something special when he's finished with it.
Mike, I can't wait to see what comes down to when he's done with it. But are you going through puberty, Mike? Because I noticed there when you were talking, you kind of in the beginning there. You all right?
Well, I'm really nervous. This is my favorite podcast.
You're so stupid. Thank you for saying that. I'm busting your chops.
Yeah. Hey, so let me tell you something. You have the best interviews with Feldman.
Oh, I do? It's because we just hang out. We don't really, I don't know why.
He drops things like on your show. I love it when he's on there, dude. No, I really look forward to it. I really enjoy the show.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike. And the last thing I want to ask you, this is the most important thing. I saw some of the crowd. I saw some BKFC shirts, and it's interesting to me to see how our company is growing, how our product's growing. And I would think it'd be a good indicator. You were there. You saw more than just the crowd that was there. Were you seeing BKFC shirts show up? Because, I mean, look, let's be honest. Ben is from UFC. He's our world champion now. Were you seeing more? Are they like down with BKFC?
Well, this is what I'll say. Like, Ben sells tickets. He moves the needle for us whenever he fights. It was shocking, the representation I saw for, like, BKFC T-shirts and hats. And, we did a couple fan giveaways in outside of the Philly show. I grabbed like a bag of like keychains and some stickers just for events like this. And I was out of swag to give away within the first like 25, 30 minutes. Like, dude, very, very well represented. It was awesome. It was super cool to see.
Well, I'm glad. And thank you again for taking the time to go there and covering the event for us and talking to us about it and send the pictures and video. And before we let you go, Mike, I don't know if you're aware of this. Did you know that you're named after a pro wrestler? There is a Maniac Mike Davis. Did you know that?
I've never met another white Mike Davis.
He's a white guy.
So this is news to me.
He was in the Florida territory. He was with Kevin Sullivan, and he became like a ripoff of the Dusty Rhodes. You can look him up on YouTube. I'll send you a link. But yeah, I wasn't sure.
Absolutely.
Maybe were you that? I think he's dead now though. So you're still alive. You're here, so you're not him.
In theory, until I get home with the old lady.
Oh yeah, right. So. I love it. Well, listen, Mike Davis, thank you so much for coming on. We appreciate you. Oh, one of the guys that bears the flag of BKFC, goes out to events like this and can report on them. I love what you do. I love the way that you uncover everything with your broadcasts as well. So be sure to check him out. All right, Mike, thank you for coming on, bro.
See you in Albuquerque, buddy.
See you
in Mexico.
Thank you for the nice words. All right, Mexico. He just said Mexico. We're not going to. We're going to New Mexico, right? I thought
he said Albuquerque. I thought.
Yeah, but then he said Mexico. What's this? I'm getting hit up. I get nervous when our director watches. He means the best interviews on the show. I don't think he means with everyone. Anyway, thank you. I'm getting ripped up by our director. He's not even directing the show. Can you please handle him, Brandon? Handle him. You're on this text chain.
That's sorry, bud.
You're a coward, dude.
Defend yourself.
I'm not. I know. I'm trying to do a show. Anyway, we're getting way off here.
We are way off. What time is it? It's 1:08.
Yeah,
Holy heck!
It's getting late. Anyway, listen.
And I don't think we have that much left because we kind of all the stuff we were gonna do at the end was
everything got kind of
Dave
messed
came
up,
in and we did it all at the beginning. So
just turned it upside down. Well, here's what
we end with the mail call.
Oh, we have one more. We have one more signing.
Yes.
Hold on.
See, I was worried we were gonna forget about that.
No. This is the latest signing. Hold on, pull up my note here because I do have my note, and I'm excited about this signing. Hold on, let me just find where it is. All right, we're adding to the females, which I love that. I think we can always use more in that division, any division. I like when they come in and stop texting me, dude. These guys are distracting me. They're trying to distract me. This is what's going on. They're trying to. And look, now I get this.
There's a whole behind the scenes thing going on.
You guys, if you could hear in my ears right now and see on my phone, like it's insane. I'm getting email. Everyone's hitting me from every direction with this stupidity, and I don't understand it because I can't read it. I'm trying to concentrate. Anyway, fighter signing announcements. Brooke Evans. Excited about Brooke Evans to come in here for a multi-fight deal. Brooke Evans is ranked number 8 in the USA at lightweight and women's pro boxing. And, I've heard people say she has, like, deceiving power, which is great. We're going to see how that goes at bare knuckle, see how her punches land and everything like that. I know Nate Shook had been talking to her. I'm glad Nate finally got the deal done. Congratulations, Brooke Evans, multi-fight deal. Welcome to the team. Oh, then you go back to that clown. That scares the shit out of me. Anyway.
You know what? Let me see if I have the original.
The original what?
Just wait. You'll see.
Something to embarrass me?
Yeah.
Good. I can't wait.
Definitely.
There's so much other stuff. You got to keep up to date. BKFC.com. A lot of the amount of shows that we're adding now. Boom, 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 and there's going to be more. And you heard Dave say earlier that he's going to have more than the $25 million tournament, I guess, next week on this show. He never specifies. The other thing is, while we're waiting for whatever he's going to do to attempt to embarrass me, I want. Was it the first show we did?
Yep.
No,
that's not the first one, but that's
one
like
of the first
second
ones.
or
It's
third.
me as
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan. Look at me. I wanted. Where was I going now? You threw me off. Damn you. All right. Well.
Well, I'm sorry. I'll help you get back on track. What were you saying?
I don't remember. That's the problem. This has turned into a real shit show, hasn't it?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I think that.
Come on,
I think that.
we're good.
We're good. You're good.
We're good. Everything's good.
All right. So, Italy press conference. That's what you have to pay attention to. That's coming this week, and that's going to be amazing. BKFC.com. That'll keep you up to date. I always plug the news. Check out the news up there. There's some pretty good articles up there. And also, if you want to see more content, we're always putting it up on Instagram at Bare Knuckle FC. And if you want to follow this show, if you haven't yet, at the Bare Knuckle Show. We appreciate you hanging out with us. Oh, I remember what I was going to do.
Upcoming schedule?
Yeah, that. But before that,
okay.
We had a ton of people watching on YouTube. And I think it's interesting that every week when we do, and the app as well, you can't do this on the app. You can do it on Instagram. Wherever you're trying to watch, if there's somewhere to hit the love button, hit the like button, hit the button, share the show, because obviously you're an important part of the show, even if you're not watching it live. We appreciate you. If you've made it this far, God bless you, and just share the show, because we want to keep growing this thing. And I tell you every week, we're a virus. We're not going anywhere. You like us, you don't, just share the show. Spread the wealth. Let's look at our upcoming dates here. Well, here we go. February coming schedule, of course, February 28th, we land in Albuquerque. A great fight town for us, always is. That's going to be loud and proud. That's going to be nuts. That's February 28th for BKFC Fight Night Albuquerque. Richardson versus Usmanov. I'm looking forward to that bantamweight bout. After that, we're going to, excuse me. After that, we head to, I believe it's Philadelphia in March. Is that the next one? Or no,
yeah,
UK,
but
UK.
I think he said, didn't Dave say that there was... This I might have outdated stuff here.
Well, I can tell you, it's Angel Core's in the main event, and he's. What do you not have? We don't know. Peg versus Angel Core is the main event for Philly at the ECW Arena, 2300 Arena. Talk about loud and crazy. We saw that at Wells Fargo Center. Now you're condensed with like 1,000, 2,500 people. It's going to be nuts in there. Palomino versus H.D. Davis. Luis Palomino, the bare knuckle baboon, makes his comeback against the young and hungry H.D. Davis. That's a Thursday night in Hollywood, Florida. Tickets are moving for that. BKFC.com. You want to get yours. They're up there, and you should get involved and definitely watch it. I think that could be a very good night for us on Thursdays. And then after that, we head to, what's the one? It's at Manchester after that, right? Yeah, Manchester. That comes up on because nothing's set up correctly in this studio, and we're too small. I don't have dates memorized because the camera in my way. Help me out! Oh, you see me struggling?
Yeah, I was just gonna let you go for.
Yeah, but
there's
a
March.
camera. No, I wish I could show these people. I can't see anything in front of me.
Okay, I'll get the camera and I'll turn it around. Do you want to reveal the man behind the curtain?
No, I really don't. It looks horrible.
Anyway,
it's
March 29th.
It's March 29th.
BKFC Manchester, England. Jono Chip Chase versus Gary Fox for the featherweight UK Championship. And then we got Colin and Kosicki for it's a middleweight bout. Live from Manchester. March 29th or 29th of March, however they say it.
You sound like the freaking Crocodile Hunter or Crocodile Dundee. He's Australian, bro.
What'd you say?
Do you have a spot of tea? A spot of tea?
Spot of tea.
That means a little bit of tea.
Come on, bruv. He's an absolute geezer. That sounds right.
He's a wet wipe. That's this. He's a wet wipe.
Yeah, he's a wet wipe. That one.
He's a wet wipe.
That is Australian. What am I doing?
I don't know. I can't do anything.
Anyway, then after that,
we're done.
We just made the announcements for Dubai.
Yeah, well, that's a big deal.
April 4th.
Yes, that's a big fight on top. Austin Trout coming back.
And April 5th.
And then King Kyle will be there against Tommy Stridham. He's been showing us a lot. That's going to be big too. So stay tuned. We're making big moves. We're making big plays. And don't forget to hit that like button. Brandon, are we done?
Yes.
Are you going to be at the Eagles Parade Friday, Brandon?
Negative.
You got to work, right?
No Eagles Parade for me.
Because you got to work.
Yes.
All right. I'm not going either. I got to work too. We can get drunk together on the phone and act like we're there while we're
When's
working.
the South Philly Serenade? That's all I care about.
Oh, Johnny Garb. Johnny Garb, we're going to film you, man. South Philly Serenade.
We're have a bare knuckle show field trip.
I want to do a bachelor party for him, too. I think I'd get a little crazy. Anyway, thank you for being here today. We love you guys. We appreciate you guys. And we'll see you again next week. Until then, Don't forget,
Knuckle up!
The world's most exciting combat sport, Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship, is back for BKFC Fight Night Albuquerque, Friday, February 28th. In the main event, the #1 ranked bantamweight Keith Rockstar Richardson faces a warrior looking to stay on the winning track, Bezad Usmanov. In the co-main event, rising star Harrison the Headhunter Aiken attempts to take out Albuquerque's own Donald Sanchez. Plus many more intense bare knuckle fights. Watch all the action unfold live on the BKFC app. Download it at bkfc.com.